Welcome to Islamorada. This is the fisherman's paradise of the world. We will explain why throughout the day today. If you are interested in doing touristy things, Robbie's is the place to come. It is a beautiful outdoor marina. It has tons of shops, tons of restaurants, and it has got a very unique experience. You can actually feed the tarpon. So that is exactly what I'm going to be doing right now, but I have to watch out for the pelicans because they'll get you if you're not careful. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie. Oh! Wow, I wasn't expecting that. They don't joke around. They really don't. Such an amazing experience here at Robbie's. Feeding the tarpon, hanging out, getting an amazing lunch in the sun. Islamorada is known as the sport fishing capital of the world. Backcountry sport fishing and saltwater fly fishing were actually pioneered here. We've got legendary angling fishermen from the area. It's got a really neat location. Lies between Florida Bay, which is considered the backcountry, and the Atlantic Ocean, considered the front side. It provides an unrivaled diversity in fishing opportunities. We've got seasonal visitors that come down here every single year to fish sailfish and marlin, kingfish and wahoo, mahi-mahi, and tuna close enough to shore to be targeted by small boat anglers. Tarpon and bonefish, well, the tarpon that I'm feeding now, they will get you. So you gotta come to Robbie's to check out this amazing experience where you can get up close and personal with the marine life. Coming up, we are going to be heading out on a fishing charter where you're gonna be seeing even bigger fish. Lots more coming up on Morning Live. One of the must-do activities when you come to Islamorada is fishing. This is apparently one of the biggest places to fish in the world. And I didn't even know that shark fishing was on my bucket list until today. I'm super excited to try this. We are with Captain Matt Bellinger of Bamboo Charters, Go Fish Florida Keys. And I think before we kind of talk about what we are going to catch, we need to reiterate the fact that sharks are not dangerous in the Florida Keys, correct?
It's if you see one, you get really lucky. Scuba diving and snorkeling, it's a rarity to see them.
Okay.
Especially snorkeling. And they're in this clear water, it's not a threat.
Okay.
It's not a threat. We wouldn't want to swim where we were fishing for them because we've got chum in the water and you're getting them worked up and they're hunting at that point.
Yeah.
But no, when they're out there on the reef and around, it's very safe. It's very safe.
Okay, so first we wanted to get that part out of the way. Now we're going to talk about shark fishing and why fishing is such a big thing here in Islamorada. Like, why do people come here to fish?
Well, the Florida Keys being this long chain of islands, the Islamorada area is 4 islands, and it's probably about 20 miles or so long. Ocean on one side, the Atlantic, Florida Bay that we're on the backside. As a matter of fact, we're in the Everglades National Park. And these waters here in the park have probably 16, 18 different species of fish that we want to fish for on a regular basis. Wow. And it's truly amazing, from snook and redfish and tarpon, sharks, snappers of all kinds, groupers, mangrove snappers, speckled sea trout, triple tails. Oh, it goes on forever. It's a great seafood menu. And then on the ocean side, you've got the permit and the bonefish and the tarpon. Go out to the reef and all the reef species. And then you got the game fish, the marlin, the sailfish, wahoo. Mackerels of all kinds. Go out in the deep water for swordfish. It's pretty cool stuff.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question. It is known as, the Florida Keys, Islamorada, is known as the sport fishing capital of the world.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Because of that and the accessibility. You can, any given day, this boat, I can go fish all the way back here, 826 square miles of bay, and then zoom out under the bridge in the afternoon and go catch offshore species, all from the same boat, same day, same gear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we about to take part in?
Well, you said you wanted to pick a fight with a shark.
I just didn't know it was an option, but now that I do, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So we've got a piece of bonita here, and we've got a bonita we'll put in the water.
Okay.
And we're going to put on a circle hook, and I'm going to cast out for you. We're going to let it hang out. Yeah, you hold that. We'll put the bait on it.
Okay, this is the gross part. This is the part I didn't want to do. I don't want to touch the dead fish.
These circle hooks are stubborn. You can see they're hard to get out of a fish. They're hard to get off the rod. I'm not believing this.
That's okay. You got it.
I'm not believe in this.
Now, how big are some of the shark that you can catch?
Here we can catch sharks that are going to be anywhere from 3-4 feet to 7-8 feet long.
Okay, now
lemon sharks.
Reiterate, we're not bringing the shark into the boat.
No, we're going to release the shark unharmed.
Release the shark.
Yeah,
okay.
It's sport fishing. So I'm going to take this and cast it out into the current here, about 9 feet of water on this channel.
Yeah, it's best that you do that. I don't want to.
Yeah, well, I don't want you showing me up.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to.
Amazing. Okay, coming up, we are hopefully going to have a shark on the end of that hook. You're not going to want to miss it. Okay, well, I think we done. Mission accomplished.
Lower your hand down some.
This is
as
incredible.
You reel, as you reel, lower down like you've been doing. So remember, lower down as you've been doing to reel some line.
Okay.
So let's lift them up here.
Okay.
And then reel down to them. I got to get to that leader. Tell you what, we're at that leader. We can do it this way. We're not going for a world record.
No, we're not.
So let's do this. You keep reeling.
Okay.
Keep reeling. Look at that lemon shark.
What kind of shark?
Lemon, like lemonade.
Lemon shark.
Lemon shark.
How big do you estimate this shark is?
He's bigger than you there, girlie.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe.
Look when he comes up.
It's huge.
Yes, ma'am.
I can't believe I just caught this shark.
You did.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, see the face full of teeth?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And we're gonna do a nice safe release on him, her, whatever it identifies as.
Oh,
but it's a lemon shark, there it goes. Let's bring him over here for just a second.
All right.
You can come this way.
Come this way?
No, come around me.
Like other
this
side.
way.
Okay, here we go,
We're gonna walk him around here.
Okay, this is Bamboo Charter Tours. For anybody that comes to Islamorada, this is something that you can do.
There he is.
With Captain Matt and his team. You can come out and fish so many different species, 20 to 30 different species you can catch, and sharks being one of them. This is absolutely remarkable. Now, I know that you're big into the environment.
Yeah.
I know that you are all about sustainable fishing and, you know, making things safe and enjoyable. So what do we do now that we've
I'm gonna cut the wire and let him swim off and go make babies. We leave the hook.
I was going to ask.
We leave the hook in because it's not stainless steel. It will rust out. It's better for the shark than me trying to knock the hook out and him biting me or me breaking his jaw. So we're going to cut the wire.
Okay, so how do you take a picture of yourself when you have a shark? Because I'm assuming everybody, for Instagram purposes, wants to take a picture of them with the shark.
What we do is we'd have you kneel down here, and we'd get over there and take a picture with the shark between you and me.
Wow, this is remarkable.
So if you want me to hold that rod, if you want to get a shot.
Oh yeah, can I?
Really quick, yeah.
Okay, so there's so much more coming up on Morning Live. Our tour of the Florida Keys continues.
Watch your hands.
Oh yeah, we don't want them to bite me, do we?
No, we don't.
Our tour of the Florida Keys continues. We have so much more exciting things to do. We are actually going to be visiting a brewery that is owned by a local. We'll tell you what that means coming up on Morning Live. Well, after a long day on the water fishing, or maybe you're Canadian and you're feeling a little homesick, why not come and hang out with Craig McBay? Because that's who I'm hanging out with. You have your own brewery in the Florida Keys, and you are from Burlington, Ontario.
True story.
This is insane.
Living the dream.
You really are. You've been down here for how long?
23 years in Florida.
23 years.
After graduating Seneca College in Toronto.
I went to Seneca College. That's amazing.
You went for the wrong
Small
course
world.
then.
I guess, because I'm not living in Florida Keys. Tell me about your story. How did you create all of this? Cole's Notes version.
Cole's
How
Notes.
did this happen?
So, started coming to the Keys while I was living in Florida. Came down here fishing one weekend.
Okay.
Went to a bar one night. Met a girl at the bar.
Always.
So, there's my future wife Cheryl. As we got engaged.
Yep.
Her mom got me a homebrew kit for my birthday.
Like in a box?
Yeah, she's like, "You're Canadian, you drink a lot of beer. Maybe you wanna make some beer." So I started making beer at home, and
So stereotypical.
So I was making good beer. So my wife and I we now moved down back to the Keys, and she said, "Let's open a brewery." I told her she's nuts. She said, let's open a brewery. I told her she's nuts again. We figured out how to do it, and we made it happen. And you know, I think as we talked about, I take care of the liquid side. She takes care of the artistic side, which is so incredibly important.
Oh my gosh, the atmosphere in here is incredible. The second we walked in, you could feel it. Like
it's
got
easy.
Yeah, like it's got this really colorful, fun, kind of almost like a Mardi Gras kind of vibe, like bright colors and lots of people and laughing. And I know we can't see it because unfortunately we're dealing with a bit of rain, but your back space, like your back patio, backyard, is amazing. What gave you that kind of vision?
Well, it's just everybody wants to be outside, you know, in this sort of like tropical environment and hanging out. It's colorful and just want to be outside.
Yeah,
you know, it gets a little tough in the hot seasons, which is a lot of it down here, but you know, it's
yeah, we got you poor thing, but like we deal with Canadian winter, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
I do not feel bad. Okay, you have an array of women on beer taps.
Yes.
Which is your most popular beer here?
So our iguana bait. It's a honey hibiscus kolsch.
Okay.
So again, this was my wife's. She came up with the concept for the beer, and again, I told her she's nuts. She kept pushing it. I made the beer the first time, and it's been our bestseller ever since. So
your wife seems to know all of the answers.
So you're probably talking to the wrong person here. You know.
No, I was kidding. This is it.
This is it.
Well, let's see.
Is it crazy that I taste hibiscus?
No, not at all. So you got a little bit of the pink hue from it. You know, you get the honey. It's local honey that we use.
That's another one. It's the honey. You can really taste the honey.
Hibiscus is a lot of fun to work with. We do it in some beers where we put a lot of it, where it comes out like a really dark red.
Okay.
So, but it's hibiscus. It's a blast. We have fun.
Do you have a ton of Canadians that come in here just because they know who you are and they're like, "There's this Canadian guy that he owns a brewery."
There's definitely a pretty good amount, and I think my mom is probably my best salesman up in Canada. So.
Good. So hi, Mom. Say hi to your mom.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, so and I love the family logo because you're a conch if you live in the Keys.
Yep.
And you're a Canuck.
Yep.
As well, you're from Canada.
Canuck.
How much do I love that logo? I think you should get it on everything. Well, thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for being here.
We had a great time. Day 2, wrapping up Florida Keys. Cheers.